All right, now we're in the backyard. You get to see my 14 by 20 patio and the front of my my Blazer without the engine. Of course, there's lots of work to do under here, including cleaning it, sanding it, and painting it. All the front end will be replaced, the brakes will be replaced, tires and wheels will be replaced. Well, everything electrical has been replaced, master cylinder, brake booster. And here's a shot of the side. The door handles have been shaved. No door handles on the outside. All the rust has been fixed, including this spot right here. This is a big rust area. The license plate has been moved from the bumper down below to the pocket inside the tailgate. The rear end has been removed, and it's sitting over here, the old one. New one is right here. But at least I got a solid platform to work off of. Pavers worked out real good, except for when I had to get rid of the roots. And there was a lot of roots, like 4-inch diameter roots. All jacked up on jack stands, easy to work on, elevated off the ground. I can give you a shot of the inside. All the interior has been taken out of it, seats, upholstery, side panels, dashboard, all that stuff has been taken out. And this is going to be a big project and costly also, especially when I want to put leather and suede back in instead of the crushable wool that came out in the early 90s from General Motors products. But that's the inside. No headliner. And that's about it from the interior. No glass. I'm going to put all the glass back in, and then we're back around front again. And that's about it, Bill. So maybe you got to come down and give me a hand putting all this crap back in. Well, there it is in all its glory. 6.2 LS Chevy engine. And all 400 and something, 430 horsepower. But getting it here 24 hours ago, it was still on a loading dock up in Bradenton, which is about an hour from here. I rented a U-Haul pickup. They shoved this giant thing into the back of the pickup. Then it was my job to get it out of the pickup and to where it is sitting here. I had built that cart down below for it to sit on, but I didn't have it out of the U-Haul yet. But it was sitting on a 4-foot wide by 7-foot long pallet that weighed 1,000 pounds. So that was an engineering feat, just getting that out. But with Kevin's help, I was able to get it out. But that big thing has got to go into this engine compartment right here, and that's going to be a little difficult to do because you see that I have a width problem right here in between the motor mounts on the other side there. I have a width problem. I have a length problem. So yeah, there's things I got to deal with. But this whole front end has been replaced. I'm staring at the beautiful front end right now. But that's another video. All right, that's enough for now. Tom the Bomb signing off. Well, by the way, today is August the 9th, 2017. Okay. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And today is, I don't know what today is. Today is September 1st. I got all the front accessories off the engine and the exhaust manifolds. Now you're looking at the side of the engine right now, driver's side. And I'm about to take the oil pan off and replace it. It's too big, it don't fit. And It's sitting on the engine stand waiting for me to do that. So here goes. Well, got the oil pan off. This engine that it's coming out of, I only had 56,000 miles on it, so it's in remarkably clean, no sludge inside this oil pan, which is good. And I'm about to move over to the replacement oil pan, which is over here. You can't really tell until I put them side to side that this one is considerably smaller than the other one. And I will give you a size comparison in a little while. Well, here's that size comparison I promised you. The new one being close to me. In the foreground here is a Holley 302-1 muscle car retrofit oil pan. Behind it is the stock one. And you see this big 6-inch space like right in front of you. It would have hit the cross member. So I had to get a smaller oil pan. And a smaller capacity as far as oil goes. The original one is like 6.5. I believe the replacement is about 5.5. Though you would see with that big hump there that would get you more oil. But there it is. All right. Hi folks, just a quick video here to show you the finished installation of the oil pan, which is on there so nicely. Actually fit. And right above it, shiny new stainless steel headers, which borderline fit. Having some fitment issues in a couple spots. And this is just out on the engine stand. I don't even know how it's going to be once it gets inside the engine compartment, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, which will probably be next week. There's the other header. Alright, Tommy T signing off. Well, today's task is to test fit that big engine, which is still sitting on the engine stand. It's partially lifted up by the crane, and I'm going to try to put that into this engine compartment. I don't know how successful I'll be. Probably be met with a lot of frustration. But we'll see. I'll get back to you. Halfway there. Is it going to make it? It is already a tight fit. And I'm talking a real tight fit there around the steering shaft and the motor mount. I didn't even look at the other side yet. Well, we seem to have more room on this side, so maybe I should shush it over to the passenger side a little bit more. Okay, hold on. Well, it's in. Initial test fit. Well, I got problems here, if you can see real close, where I move this stuff out of the way. That's an exhaust port heading straight for my steering shaft. I don't know how I'm going to get a header around that. The rest of it seems to be pretty clear. Steering box. There's going to be a power steering pump right here where my finger is, and that's going to be a problem because of the steering box right here. this side, we got more room for the exhaust, believe it or not. I don't know. Wow, that starter's gonna be real close to that control arm. Holy crap. Yeah. Okay. And as I predicted, no low accessories because it'll hit the frame here, so I gotta put them all high. Let's see. Let's go underneath and see what we got as far as clearance for the transmission. Okay. I don't know. There may be a problem with those upper bolts. It looks pretty good. Oil pan. Jeez, creepers. Let me see what we got there. Oh man. It's hitting the frame right there. Yeah. And I can't go back anymore. Can't go back anymore. Wow. Wow. Yeah, look at the drain plug. It's like a quarter of an inch away from that frame and the brake line there. Oh, man. Hey, technological hurdles. It's all gonna be figured out eventually. Oops, sorry about the sun. Alright. That's enough from here. Today is September 26th, 2017. And today's project is, or was, to test fit the transmission inside the and attach it to the back of the engine. I know I had clearance, so I decided to try it today, but I had to jack up the car much further because it wouldn't slip on the floor jack with the clearance that I have here, because I only have about 16 inches of space and the thing is 22 inches tall. So after jacking it up and sliding it under the car, I actually got it in. Figured that one out. Totally unexpected, and with clearance. I only got about a half an inch on the top though, so that's a little scary. But I don't have to make it go any higher. I got a temporary transmission mount in here, just a block of wood, but it's the same height as the rubber one that's got to go in there. As it clears down the other side. But it's bolted up to the engine and it's in its final position that it would be if it were running. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the transmission cross member though, because that is a problem. So I got to figure out what I'm doing with that. So we'll get it. And that's it. Your buddy Tommy signing off again. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today being October 22nd, 2017. This is the wiring harness from the 2010 Camaro donor vehicle laid out on the floor here. This is actually 4 separate wiring harnesses that I connected together like they would be naturally. This is, let's see, I'll go back. This is actually the trunk area, and this big fat red wire is where the battery goes in the trunk, the floor of the trunk. And then it goes to the gas tank area, which is like right here. And then into the interior. This is the rear seat area. There's an airbag sensor right there. And this is I put together by trial and error. I mean, this is just crazy stuff. As you can see, the red wire still snakes all the way to the front. We are now even with the front seats, and you get some division on either side here. Some connector on both sides. They're twins, so imagine that goes into the two door pillars. And then this is the firewall area on the interior, and then the firewall area on the exterior. This wire right there is the back of the firewall. The ABS module is right there. Actually, the plug for the module is right there. This is the under the hood. Right there, it's the under the hood fuse box, and this box pilot is basically where the engine would be. This is looking down from the sky now, so you can figure that one out. And the very, very front harness is running along the radiator support. Headlights, turn signals, horn, anything that's in the front. Airbag sensors. And that's it. But it's amazing the amount of wiring that's here alone. I mean, look at this module here. This is the body control module. Stuff that happens in the body. How am I going to integrate all of this here into a 1991 car, Blazer? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Way out of my league. Just mapping this out took me an hour. And I'm left with one connector over here. I have no idea where it goes. Mr. Lone Ranger over here. I have no idea where this goes, so there you go. So that's it, folks. Welcome to my nightmare. Good morning, YouTubers. Today I wanted to give you an update on my progress here on the old S10 Blazer. Today is the 21st of February 2018. I got it, the front end pretty much mocked up the way I wanted it to be. The core support has been moved many times. Let me open the hood here. You can get a better look. Try to do this thing one-handed. Here we go. All right. That's what we got on the inside. I'm going to reuse the original intake from the Camaro. This is my clearance for the intake. That's my next hurdle to get over. Down there you see my just recently finished whatchamacallit, fuel setup. Not as pretty as I would have liked it, but I got my fuel regulator on there, and we're almost ready to test fire this thing. Got most of the electronics hooked up. Took me 3 months to get there, but this is the computer down here and the lower passenger side fender well. And the wiring is run inside the passenger compartment, right down in here. Had to build a heat shield for that because that's very close to the header. You know, it's within 1.5 inches, and I didn't want that plastic harness to be frying. step back, give you a more broad view. Brand new brakes, 2000 Blazer calipers and spindles, because I get a dual piston caliper out of that setup rather than the single piston on the S10. So it's a much better braking. I think I got a lot of horsepower here. Must have some good braking to go with it. Inside we got lowering coils, lowering shocks, and all that. In the back, that's a different story. The whole rear end has been replaced, and the rear end I decided to use was again out of a S10 Blazer 2000. I think 2001 or 2, I'm not 100% sure on that one, only because I wanted to get disc brakes out of that, which is over there. Oh, tremendously backlit, sorry for that. But that's what that is over there. And the same over here. But I get the same gear ratio, 342 rear. I still got to get a drive shaft for it, custom made. In the distance there, you can see my, you're getting backlit again. Let me crawl under there. I'll give you a better view. I want to show you that nifty transmission cross member that I had made by someone in Port Charlotte, Jeff of Lee Ironworks. There we go. There's my transmission cross member. And the headers just barely sneak right under them. I didn't make the hoop part of the transmission cross member high enough. I should have went another inch higher and everything would have cleared and that would have been good, but I didn't get that high enough, but we'll have to work with it. Yep, drive shaft gotta come next. All the frame has been detailed, except for the underbody. I still gotta clean that and give it an undercoating spray paint job. Over my shoulder here, I'm gonna flip this thing around so you can see what we're dealing with over here. All new fuel lines, fuel filter, all the way to the back, and all the way to the front. These are aluminum. I was going to use braided stainless steel, but I decided to go with aluminum instead, so hopefully that works out to my advantage here. Alright, we're done here. Okay, I wanted to give you a shot of the inside. Shave the door handles. Put poppers in, electric poppers. They open with a remote control. Nifty. And there's my interior wiring job. Intimidate anybody? Certainly intimidated me, that's for sure. You know, everything with a blue tag on it goes somewhere and does something. The interior, I put a console in it, didn't have one before. This came out of a 2001 Oldsmobile Bravada, which is invisible right now. You just see the shifter portion of it, but. And then, of course, in the console, I added a bunch of electronic crap to it. You know, this is the electronic generation. Everything is electric, and something along those lines. USB ports, auxiliary this, and power that, and I added all of that. I also added a overhead console out of the same Oldsmobile Bravada, and it's got its prerequisite electronics that goes with it. So, and a rear view mirror that has automatic dimming for have the headlights on behind you, and also it has the compass in there. Northwest, east, and south. Yeah. Map lights, dome lights, all that. Interior has been completely gutted, and almost all of my wiring has been done. The battery goes in the back, way in that back corner back there. And it's that big red wire you see running over here goes to the front. There you go. That came out of the Camaro. If I had to buy it, it'd be $100. So I didn't. It's a big zero gauge wire here. But that's it. Seats are out of it. Interior parts are going to be painted. I think I'm going to go with a black. If you quote me today, then I change my mind tomorrow. Forgive me, but today I'm going with a black interior. Black seats are on the side, and a medium gray suede center portion of the seat. You know, where you sit, and the backrest also. All right, door panels will be painted black. Headliner will be black. I don't know if I am gonna enjoy that in this hot Florida summers, but that's it. New steering wheel. That's gonna come soon. That's it, folks. It's your pal Tommy signing off. I am about to test crank the engine for the first time, just cranking only, to see if I got a connection between the key inside and all my wiring out here. So here goes. Key in, crank forward. Yeah! Alright! We've got ignition. No, we don't have ignition. Actually, we just have cranking. But that's a step forward. Because guess what? When I hook up the wiring and get supply fuel, it'll start. Thumbs up. Today's test. What is today anyway? Today is February 22nd, 2018. Ooh. Long time coming, folks. All right. Today is February. What's today? 23rd.
23rd.
We're gonna give it the maybe start and run. I know the other day we did the start cranking, so today we're gonna do maybe start and run. Here goes. Hope we get something, right?
Yeah. Not looking good.
All right. So that was not a success, folks.
Do we smell gas?
I don't smell anything.
I got it now.
Okay.
Should be rolling.
All right. Test fire number 2. We tried yesterday. Was it the day before? I don't even remember. This is going to get it. I have hot wired the fuel pump directly here. Camera over there. Hot wired the fuel pump directly. Here we go. Got a fuel pressure.
Top. Fuel pressure's good.
was so hopeful.
Hold off.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today being March the 3rd, I'm going to attempt to start this thing again. So I am going to try, at least. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Here at Tommy's Speech Out. This is my 3rd attempt at getting this thing started. I'm actually going to take my cell phone out and do a little video recording from a different angle. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Going to make another attempt to start the car. Found out I had no power going to the ignition, which is what prevented it from starting last time. And gonna try again. Let's see. How can I have him throttle? Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Had to hook up the old drive-by-wire throttle. So we're going to give this a shot, folks. And hopefully it'll go. Kevin's not here. Well, I hear my fuel pump on, which I didn't have before. There it goes. One more time. Again, a dismal failure. And here I thought this thing was going to start today. Back to the drawing board. Take two. Let's try this again. Let me get my phone out. Take two. Gonna start this again. Here we go, folks. Keep the fingers crossed. Great. Not again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after our failed attempt, I guess a couple of weeks ago at the, and starting this, my insanity project here, I went back to the drawing board, try to figure out what the story was, and I still don't know if it'll start. The ECU, which is sitting up here on the cowl, it had to be reprogrammed, and I sent it to some guy to be reprogrammed up in Sarasota, and this is probably going to be the start. So I'm going to actually record this with my cell phone too, because this is going to be quite the hoot if it does start, and it's going to be very loud. So I'm recording you, you're recording me. All right? Here's our attempt at starting, hopefully. everything will be good. Keep my fingers crossed. Pray to God. All the good things. Me recording you, recording me. Here we go. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, this is beginning to suck so bad. Oh man. Today being April 2nd, 2018, another failure. But if I squirt some carb cleaner in there, it'll go. You want to hear this? Haha. But it's only going to run for a couple of seconds, not even a couple of seconds. It's loud. It's over. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Today is April 13th, 2011. Friday the 13th for the suspicious kind. My third attempt at starting this vehicle. We've done a number of things to this thing, and hopefully it'll start this time. I sent the ECM out to be programmed, and we're about to give it a shot. So here goes. All right. All right, folks. Here we go. It's alive! It's alive! Man, let's try that again. I can't run it too long. I have no coolant in it, and a lot of things aren't hooked up. Whoa! It's alive! It's alive! Runs like crap, but it's alive. Running, it's alive! Evan, it's alive! Something to you, buddy. Well, we'll come back to that. It's going, it's running! Oh, man. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of Tommy's Speed Shop. Today being June 7th, 2018. Over my shoulder, you get to see the engine in my Project 91 S10 Blazer. It is running. It was quite a challenge getting it to run. Turned out to be a faulty computer, or ECU,
and it was this guy right here. Yes, the original one was fried, and I didn't know it, and I was trying to get it started with a fried computer. Spent months working on that thing. I mean, literally months. But today I got to do some finish welding on these gas hood struts that I fabricated. These gas struts came from the junkyard out of a Honda CRV rear hatch, and they open and close quite easily. I hope I don't break my tack welds there. Okay. Close this down. This is not all lined up, it's just there. And then you open this guy up, and pretty easy it opens up. But under the hood, everything is going good. So now that the engine is running, all my brake lines and gas lines and transmission lines and all that other stuff is pretty much completed. I need to disassemble all of this, take it all out. There are two brake lines that run underneath on the frame under the engine, and they have to be installed yet because I haven't completed that portion of it. And the engine is in the way, so that's got to come out. And then once the engine is out, I'll be able to do all of that, clean and detail the frame, and completely paint that, which has not been done yet. Then I can pretty much send this thing out to be painted. But yesterday I was working inside on the steering column. You see my wiring bird's nest here. This is what I was working on, steering column. Actually, the lack of steering column. This is the steel casing that runs down the center of it. On the outside is 3 plastic, I guess, housings you can call them. They look like sleeves, and you know, part of the ignition switch is in one of them. It just hides the steel inner workings, and I took them out, and I'm painting them right now. As a matter of fact, they're drying in the garage, and that's what I was working on yesterday. You see bits and pieces of this steering column laying on the floor here. Quite disorganized. This is the tilt shift bowl, or whatever they call this thing. I don't know. It's made of steel, so. And over here is my center console. From these cup holders here, forwards actually, is all custom made. This is all brand new, didn't exist. I made that out of wood, fiberglass, and Bondo, and I finished that not too long ago. There's going to be a set of on and off switches that'll be going in here, because right above it is the monitor for the radio. So I got a big 7-inch screen that goes in here, but that gets attached to the dash part. But this console did not come from this car. This is from a 2000 S10 Blazer. This is a 91. So I did, the conversion and mounted the shifter in there. This car didn't have a center shifter. This was a steering column shifter. So that was added. The overhead console comes from an Oldsmobile Bravada, which you cannot see in here. So I can give you a shot, but that's it's not there. But all of that wiring you see up there is all custom. That never existed before. So, and then back here, I was working also yesterday on the license plate bucket, which is what this guy is right here. I did I did all the body work on the inside of it. I smoothed all of the sides out and rounded off all these edges real nice, and that required body work, and so And right up here, you see my fingers pointing to is the hole where the backup camera comes through. I added a backup camera to this car. Never had one before. I never worked with backup cameras before, so that was a whole trip right there. And also right next to it is the license plate lights, these little square holes, which I added. This bucket did not have them. And right below that is where the roll pan will go eventually. But I'll leave that up to the body guys. The guys are going to paint this thing and do the finished body work. That needs to be welded in, and it's out of my expertise as far as that goes. And then this thing goes off to be painted. So that's yet to come, and we'll be doing that pretty soon in the next couple of months, I would imagine. So that's about it from here. So this is another episode of Tommy's Speed Shop. Thank you for joining me in this episode, and come back soon. Bye. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today is August, I'll guess at the 8th. Don't really know for sure. And I am taking the engine out for the last time. And I hope to, the next time I put this thing in, it's for the last, but it's going to be. I'm cleaning up the engine compartment as we, as we get to the end of this project here, because it's going out for paint. That's the next big step. There's a lot of little stuff before that, but that's probably what I'm headed for here. So also I got to clean up around the front cross member, and I will get to that shortly. That's all in here. And put my brake line under there and run the permanent fuel lines. But that's it. I just wanted to stand back and give you a little bit of a broader view of the engine out. It's up on the stand. The crane, actually. Not the stand yet. That'll be in a couple of minutes, actually. And then I will be able to have better access to this front cradle. Do what I got to do under here, and then detail the engine up, paint that Chevy orange, and then put it back in. All right. Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm getting ready to stuff the engine back into the engine bay. The engine has been painted Chevy orange, and it's getting ready to go back in. I have protected my finely detailed cross member and firewall. That's as much protection as I can give it. I may put something on the back, because it does have a tendency to bump into that firewall as I'm putting it in, but not when it's in its regular position. So that's it. Just wanted to give you an update. And next video you see, that engine will be back inside that engine compartment for the last time. No more taking it out after this, hopefully. Fingers crossed. All that other good stuff. Alright. Bye. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I just completed putting the engine back inside. It's about to storm this afternoon. I got some thunder going on in the background. And I just put the passenger header in, wrapped with the heat shield, and it's going back in for the last time. That's what the engine looks like. Yeah. I move over here to the driver's side. I haven't put the header in this side yet. As you can see, I don't have a whole lot of room, but it'll get in there. I actually have to jack the cab of the Blazer up in order to even get the damn thing in. So, well, there's my homemade tool cart. All right, that's it. Today is August the 22nd. All right. Bye. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today being, let me think now, October 12th, 2018. I am going to start the engine right now. It has started in the past. A couple of months ago I started it, and I'm going to start it now, but what I have in here now is a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be in here when you start a car. Of course, we have coolant, we have power steering fluid, transmission has been topped off, oil is at the right level. It's ready to go. I'm expecting leaks, so I'm not too confident with that one. So let's just see how that goes. You're gonna see a lot of cursing and crying and whatnot. Let's try that again. Oh, there was an almost. It's loud. It's very loud. It's alive. To give you a shot of this thing running. Most people have not even heard it running yet, but there it is. Pretty quiet up here, but once you get back toward the back, it's loud. You know, right where the head is exit. That's it, folks. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and my neighbor Pete. He came over to check out the noise. The noise being this wonderful 6.2 engine that just ran. Of course, you didn't see that video, but yes, that's what we got there. It was running, and it didn't overheat, and no leaks, surprisingly. So we're looking forward to getting this thing on the road. On the road again.
Just can't wait to get on that road.
Yeah,
again.
so that's what we got there, folks. 6.2 Thunder. I got to get an exhaust system for it. I'm about to let it down, get it off the jack stands. Hopefully the tires that I have will stay inflated, and then I will see if this thing propels itself. I don't know. You know, I bought the engine and transmission used. They said it worked, but I have no idea. But yeah, we're gonna do that right about now. So hang on. What's going on, guys? Well, today is a monumental day. Maybe not for you guys, but it is for me. Anyway, we're gonna take the old Blazer, the Insanity Project, for a test drive. There it is in all its glory. Let me start it up. We'll go for a little bit of a ride. It's not exactly street legal. We have no windshield, no lights, no brake lights, no horn, and certainly no mufflers. Let me put you down for a second over here, and then we'll go. Yeah. Here we go. Woo! It's moving. It's moving.
too bad.
It's done. It runs. Oh yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today being November 19th, 2018. Today is going to be a good day because the Blazing SS, the Insanity Project, goes in for paint. Today is the day that goes in for a glorious coat of paint. So here it is, and over my shoulder there, you get to see it in all its glory. I want to give you a shot of the outside, and it's going to have all the minor scratches and dents and stuff removed. I haven't given you a video of the outside of it in a while. There it is. So yeah, today is a monstrous day. I've been waiting for this time for a long time, you know, to have this paint done. It's a year and a half or a year and 3/4 project already. That's where the white stripes are going to be, by the way. So I'm getting Chevelle SS stripes put on the hood. I'm going with those a little bit wider. Yep. So all the body work's been done, and I went with shaved door handles with poppers, and a roll pin in the back. Of course, that relocated license plate pocket that's removed from the bottom, which I didn't particularly like, up to the side here, which a lot of people don't like. But yeah, there it is. I put everything inside that needs to go back in. This is the quarter glass from these rear quarter windows. I got some foam around to protect it, and this is the battery box to the left here in white. I got it wrapped in white plastic so it doesn't get dust and dirt and crap all over it. Yeah, body guy just has to basically get all the seams and gaps and all of that stuff good, and fix some minor rust at the top here. I'm not too happy about the way that turned out. On the previous body guy, this whole roof had a load of pinholes in it, and he welded them up and they're all rusted through. So, you know, I'm not too happy about that. But that'll be remedied this week. And yeah, the body guy is telling me paint will take between 7 and 10 days. But this weekend we got a holiday going on, so I don't want to, you know, get excited that it's going to be done in a week and a half. So it's probably going to be more like 2. And that's it. Cowl induction hood. Next step after the paint, and I'm looking way far ahead, is the interior, and that's going to be a big project in itself. And of course wheels and tires, which you're getting a look at now, the original ones. And whether to put the original air dam in the front back on. I kind of like the look of it without it. We'll see how it turns out with it. So that's about it, folks. I could give you a shot under the hood, but I don't particularly. Well, I guess I could. Hold on a second here. Let me take these Nifty. Clips off. And we'll open her up. Yeah. There it is. 6.2 Chevy GM Ls3. Actually, not an Ls3. It's technically it's an L99 because it came with an automatic. But yeah, that's what it is. And it runs good. So. That's it, folks. From here, next time you see it, it'll be painted. Bye. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a glorious day. Today, I got the Blazer back from paint, and she looks good. Let me flip the camera around here, and you'll get to see that. Let's see, we got there, right there. Hold on. Of course, I can't see shit here. Yeah. Don't get old, folks. The Insanity Blazer project is back from paint. With the SS stripes on the hood. Oh, yeah. She looks good in the sun. I got the new wheels in the garage and the new tires. Gotta put them back on. I don't see any paint defects yet, so everything is looking good. There's a more broad view. It looks like purple. Oh man, look at that. In the shade it looks purple. Wow. Cool. I'm liking it. But the project isn't over. There's a lot more to do. So stay tuned for this project. More to come. The first thing I want to be doing is probably that dash. There's a lot of work that goes into that. Not only mounting it, all the electric crap. So that's it, folks. Well, hello everyone. Hot Rod Tommy here. As you can see over my shoulder, the Blazer is sitting there waiting for me to work on it, but I'm currently working on the shed and I wanted to give you a view of what I'm doing in there. The beautiful Blazer. Yeah, I was working on the hood latch the last time I was working on it. But I'm working on the shed extension over here, and that's what I was working on today. Maybe start of next week, I'll probably get back to working on the Blazer. And yeah, because I'm anxious to get going with that. So it's under the cover right now, with its new shiny wheels on there. Yeah. All right, Tommy, signing off. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today being Labor Day, 2019. I got some pieces back from the upholsterer. One of them being that door panel over there. And I'm going to put some of them back together there. You get to see the upholstered part at the bottom, which is suede, and the regular door panel there, and then this diamond pattern suede up at the top, upholstered panel on the door. And then I'm also, let me swing around here, I'm also working on doing this one here, which believe it or not is a pain. It's difficult to do, so but I'm getting there. It took me about an hour to just put that other one together and test fit it, make sure that it fit okay, didn't break anything putting it in. But I got this panel I'm assembling now in the house. Then that goes back in. The seats, front and rear, will be, you see all my soldering equipment. I had to solder a wire. The seats are still at the upholsterer. I'm probably going to pick them up later on this week. And of course, this panel over here also needs to be done. The carpeting is in. That's covered with protective plastic right now. I want to get that all crudded up before I even use it. And I have been using it when I did have one driver's seat in here. But that's it from here. Tommy signing off. All right. Let's do this. Let's go for a road test. Since I haven't road tested it since I got it back from paint at the end of January. Today is May 5th, 2019. All right, let's see what we got here. Fuel pump on. Quiet inside. Is it quiet for you back there? Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Right turn signal. Very good, very good, very good. Yeah, it rides a little on the firm side. After all, it is a truck. Fix this wiggly diggly mirror here. Don't like that. Right turn again. Pull out on Sumter. We're good. Acceleration. Well, the handle's pretty good. Let's go back. Brakes are very good. Acceleration good. Handling pretty good. I mean, it is a vague truck. Suspension here, so it's not going to steer like a car. Though it's got a G-body suspension in it, which is basically a a Monte Carlo Grand Prix, you name it, from the 80s, late 80s and the early 90s. Alright, I'm going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed your ride.